Ow. 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 Ow! Hello there, everybody. This is Ira. We're playing some Sprout. That's right, guys. Sprout Scavenger Mode. Playing on the latest alpha for the upcoming new version of the Sprout mod pack for Minecraft. I think that's all you need to know. Awesome. So, I've been busy. I've been quite busy. I started moving some of my stuff inside. Started organizing it. Go give you the tour of the updated facilities. You can see in the mini-map in the upper right there. There's a lot more roof, because there's a lot more places done. So, come on in. This is still the same. I've been playing around with ways to make the roof look more interesting. I'm going, I think, with just this wattle and daub stuff. It's just very plain and simple. I was trying to make some kind of decoration to make it look a little more interesting. I made these little chiseled things out of wood, but I'm still not convinced. I don't know. If anyone wants to send me any designs for something that can make the roof look a little nicer, or like the line where the wall meets the roof look a little nicer, that would be awesome. Over here, most of this area, still not done. Still not done, however, I've extended a little bit further. We've got, this would be the Master Windkey's room. I've started moving some of my stuff in here. This is a storage room. We've got just basic materials. Mostly this is mob drops and stuff like that. I do need to organize this a little better. I got silence gems organized. And this is kind of mostly tech stuff and random bags and things like that. So, let's show you what is new. First of all, as you probably saw in my intro, I've made rooms for blood magic. And I'm going to talk to you guys about blood magic here. I got this stuff. This is just for giving me health back while I'm stabbing myself for blood. Wait, why do I have two of those? It might have been a duplication bug at some point. I love these doors, by the way, for this. This is, Melissa's doors, factory door. Very cool. So, here's the altar so far. I've got it almost up to level 3, but you need glowstone to make it level 3, so I'll have to go to the nether. I haven't been in the nether yet. I made a roof, put some red windows up there. That's pretty much all I've done in here. In here I've got a room for the nether portal. Made a pretty nether portal. Haven't gone in it yet. I'm going to do that with you guys. And then the only way out here is through the Master Summoner's room. Right here. So that's this area, kind of basically complete, at least as far as the walls and the ceiling and the floor and stuff. Then, let's go the other way so we can actually be inside for most of it. Come around here. If we go this way from the front door, I have created 2 more rooms. This one will be, as you probably guessed, for Thaumcraft. I've got all the Thaumcraft stuff in here so far. I did get some crystals after some exploration, and I got the journal thing. I haven't actually started, though. So that's that. And then over here, this is a fun room. This is my Ars Magica room. Obviously, what just happened there? Okay. I've got some precious materials used in the ceiling. This is just for decoration, though, guys. I am not going to actually use any of this stuff, so it's just for decoration. Please don't be mad at me. I wanted it to look nice, and there's no way I would ever be able to actually collect the materials to make it look this nice. Got my crafting altar here. I've got bookshelves with the 2 spells that I've already made. And I've unlocked some more stuff in here, but I haven't actually made any more spells. I should do that soon. All the Ars Magica stuff is in this chest. And that's that. So, I think that's pretty much it. I've also put some chests here and there with some stuff. I'll put the Botania chest over here in the Botania room, which I don't know if this is going to be big enough. I can always dig down and make underground areas, or I can build up towers. We'll see. We'll see how much space I actually end up needing. So, that's the progress on the school. Pretty good progress, I think, considering how little spare time I really do have. And now we need to talk. We need to talk about blood magic. Okay? Because I've been trying, guys. I've been trying real hard to get into this mod. Because there's several people telling me that it is their favorite magic mod, and that it's the best, and that it's great. Guys, I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it at all. I'm sorry. I have been trying. Honest I have. But I'm doing some serious thinking about it. And I think I've figured out what it is that bothers me so much about this mod. And that's that it's basically a clicker. You know, like Cookie Clicker or Adventure Capitalist and all those terrible games that suck away your time, that have no real goal other than making the numbers go up. Now, I know you guys are screaming, oh, but there are goals. I know, there's a little bit more in the way of rewards for this than there is for those games. Those games have no rewards. This mod will at least give you some items eventually. But the whole start of the mod is you stand here and you click. You literally stand here and click until the thing fills up. And then you make your runes and stuff like that, and you stand here and you click until the thing fills up. And you do that until you get enough runes that the thing can fill up more. So it has a higher capacity, okay? This is exactly the same mechanics as a clicker game, where you sit there and you click, 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 until you get some kind of upgrade that lets you click up faster, essentially is what it comes down to. And I hate those games. I have like a super... like a vendetta against these games. I absolutely despise those mechanics because they don't do anything other than waste your time. And it's like somebody was designing this and saying, okay, well, you know, we want people to be able to get this cool stuff, but we don't want them to be able to get it right away. They have to earn it. And the laziest possible way that you could come up with to make people earn that stuff is to just have it take time in the form of either clicking or literally just waiting. And that's what I know some of you are saying, but you don't have to stand there and click. You can automate it. You can build a mob tower. You can build a farm underneath the altar, and you can have them automatically die and fill up the altar of blood. Well, now you're just replacing the clicking mechanic with a waiting mechanic. So you're taking it and you're changing it from a clicker into one of those free-to-play mobile games where you click the thing and say, build me a factory, and it says, yes, come back in 2 hours, and you'll have a factory. There's nothing interactive about it, and it's very, very grindy, and so far, the only things I can do in this mod are build up my altar. I can't get anything actually useful out of it yet. It would be a really long time before I could. And it's not just the altar itself, but this right here, the Hellfire Forge, all right? You have to upgrade your gem in order to have a greater capacity so that you can upgrade your gem to a bigger gem so that it has a greater capacity. And until you get your gem up to a pretty high level, it's impossible to make any of the items that you could make. And yeah, I'm just not feeling it. I'm not seeing the value in spending my time on this. I did give it a try, guys, and I'll probably at least finish this level 3 altar, which just is going to require glowstone. Everything else is done. After that, I think I might be done with it, because I've been looking through the items that I can make, and I'm just not even impressed by any of them. It seems the only thing that's even remotely within reach that could be at all useful to me is this living armor. But the thing is, to make the living armor, first of all, I need iron armor, which I can't craft, so I would have to either go out and scavenge that somewhere, or I would have to buy lots of armor grab bags from the armorer with money, which that's more grinding. And then I have to make this binding reagent, which doesn't look like much. Gold nugget, glowstone dust, redstone, gunpowder. Easy, except for this. You only need 10 will to make this binding reagent, but you have to have a minimum of 400 will in your gem. And that means you have to upgrade your gem up to the common size, which is, I think, the 3rd tier. And to do that, you can't just fill up a lesser tartaric gem, which is what I was doing. And I've got another one here. You have to have 2 of them, because you need one to upgrade and another one to power this thing. So it's like I spent hours already just grinding for blood and grinding for will. And I haven't gotten anything tangible out of this mod yet. And I'm just feeling like I've wasted all this time. So, I'll get the glowstone. We'll go into the nether, I'll get the glowstone, I'll finish this. If somebody can tell me something actually genuinely useful that I can do with this, with the level 3 altar, without having to upgrade the gem any further, because I'm going nuts upgrading this gem. It's driving me crazy. I'm so bored. If there's something useful I can do with this as it is, to kind of justify the time I put into it already, that would be awesome, and I'll totally look into it. I'll totally do that for the next video. Otherwise, guys, I think I'm done. I think I'm done with blood magic. It's just not for me. It's so boring, and it's so grindy, and it takes so long before you can do anything of use with it whatsoever, and I'm just not impressed. And I mean, there's some kind of grind at the start of basically every Magic mod. This is true, but the grind... This is the only mod I've ever seen where the grind is literally stand here and click. Literally stand here and click, or build the thing that clicks for you, and wait. All the other mods that I've seen have much more interesting and interactive ways of making you earn your powers. And one example is Botania. And I want to mention Botania specifically because there was a conversation in my Discord between people who really love blood magic and were saying that it basically does everything Botania does, except it's easier, because you only have to automate the blood and then everything else is just done for you. I think I'm going to go ahead and disagree about... there we go. About it being able to do everything that Botania can do. Botania can do... I've never even scratched the surface of Botania, really. But I know that it can do a lot of stuff. There's tons of stuff that it can do. And I'm sure much of it can also be done by blood magic. And I'm sure if your goal is to, you know, kit yourself out with really good gear, blood magic will do that just as well as Botania. But I think Botania is much better at other stuff. And, I mean, there's these... mystical items, like I think for example, the Monosteel equipment, there's the bound equipment for blood magic, which is pretty similar. Cool, totally fine, I see that. But then there's stuff like, you know, these rods, which just with a little bit of mana, they can produce all kinds of stuff instantly. And you can produce stuff with blood magic, but you have to do these little ritual things, and it's actually more complicated, and it seems like... For example, you do a little ritual and you get one water source block or one lava block, I think. Obviously, I haven't done it. Correct me if I'm wrong about that. I could very well be wrong. It just feels like Botania is a lot easier to get into. And the gating stuff, the grind you have to do, is mostly about, first of all, exploring. Going out into the world and finding flowers. Right? And, Alfheim, oh my goodness. Yeah, there's all these really advanced things I've never even come close to doing. You go out into the world, you find your flowers, and then you can set up little kind of mini automatic things to get you mana, or you can do it manually if you want to. I know most people automate them. And yes, the automation might be a little bit more involved than the single automation of getting blood for this altar, but it's more fun. It's more interesting. It's more interactive. It's more varied. It's nicer looking. And I just enjoy it a lot more. And then there's things like, somebody was pointing out, well, there's I think it's a ritual is what it's called. Sorry if I've got the terminology wrong. A ritual or something like that with blood magic, where you can farm wood by basically leveling an entire forest. Ooh, big frame drop. Sorry about that. And I kind of feel like that illustrates a big difference between the blood magic style and the Botania style. Is with Botania, like, or with Thaumcraft, I can farm trees without destroying the landscape. I don't want to destroy the landscape. I want to kind of live in harmony with the landscape. I don't want to have to cut down an entire forest to get my wood and my saplings and all that kind of stuff. And with blood magic, like, it just seems very destructive. Everything you do seems destructive. It doesn't seem like there's a lot of creation going on, which it fits with the theme, but that theme is not really my style, I guess. So, after a conversation in my Discord for a while with some players who are big into blood magic, they kind of agreed. They said, yeah, if it's not your style, then it makes sense that you would, for example, go for Botania first, or something else like that. So, I am going to do that. I am going to go for... Actually, I don't want to go this way. I'll have to go all the way around. I am going to go for Botania first. And I'm going to do a little bit more with Ars Magica. Which actually, come to think of it, I need some ink and some feathers, don't I, to make some books so that I can make some spells. I think I had started... Oh, I lost it. Okay. I wanted to do a self-healing spell. So I wanted heal and regeneration. which I think will probably take quite a bit of mana. But I'm leveling up pretty well. If you look at the bottom right there, I'm level 17, mostly just from casting the light spell. So I've got quite a bit of mana now, which is pretty cool. I need to make a book so that I can actually make that spell, of course. And I also want to get started with Botania, absolutely. And I also think I need to get started with Astral Sorcery, because Astral Sorcery can actually do tons of stuff that I would like to do. And I know the attunement to the stars could really help me a lot with stuff like armor. I did make this, by the way, this coat of arms. I think it's already full. And it's a decent piece of armor, I guess. And I was actually able to craft it, which is cool. I didn't have to, what's the recipe for that? Okay, that's right. I had to find a leather tunic. I did have to do that, and then I was able to craft this. But I've still got very basic armor otherwise. So I think Astral Sorcery could kind of spare me having to go out and find better armor. But yeah, now this is what always happens, you guys. I'm getting a little aimless. I'm getting a little like I want to do all the things, but I can't do them all at the same time. There we go. Put my book away. So what I was thinking of doing is just going ahead and starting Botania. So that's why I've got this wool and the needle and thread in here. I need to get the cloth. Oh yeah, look at that. And this is going to be very easy to farm too, by the way, guys. I've got tons of the goats and sheep that I need to make this cloth. Let's put away my needle and thread. Boop. So yeah, I need to go into town. There's a town right over here. I need to go see the Weaver. Now, presumably the Weaver is going to have despawned again. I really don't know what the deal is with that bug that causes that to happen, but it does seem to be pretty consistent. I think it happens all the time. I had a way down over here, didn't I? Or this is where I came up before. Maybe not. I might be wrong, guys. I might fall and twist my ankle just real bad. Let's come over here. I need to make a proper way down. This is something I need to move up towards the top of my priority list. I need a proper way down into town. I need to make a nice little staircase or something. Alright, I'll just jump. Boom. Okay. Didn't hurt myself too bad. Ooh, okay. Everything's fine. Everything's fine, guys. So let's find the Weaver. And pretty sure there's one here somewhere. And it's sunset already. Oh my goodness. I've just been blabbing on and on and on. Somebody making me shush. Is that the Weaver up there? No, that's not the Weaver. I was sure there was a Weaver in this town somewhere. And now I'm less sure. I think the Weaver had a sign. That's the Jam Guy's house. Can I sleep? I can sleep. Let's go to sleep. Going to take a nap. Make the sun come back. And I'm definitely, by the way, these fruits are awesome. It's a shame they only stack to 8, but I guess there's a reason for that. They do give you regeneration for a while. I need to set up one of these pergolas. Need to make the gardens. Here we go. Here's the Weaver, and the Weaver is in fact gone. Hardly surprising. So I'll just have to show you guys this one more time. Oh, I'm typing around this thing I have my microphone on. Okay, go to creative mode. Actually, you know what? I'm not even going to try to search for it, because there's something up with the search. I don't know if it's just because there's too many items. Here we go. Custom NPCs. Custom NPCs tools. Mob cloner. Boop. Server. And we want the Weaver. Spawn. Put it away. Back to survival mode. Like a good player. Okay, so into the shop, we need a flower pouch, and I'd like a shinies bag as well. This is for dust. I need to look into this Runes of Wizardry. I have no idea what any of it is all about. Rune bag, essence bag, I don't know what any of these are for. So, okay, I will be able to earn some money selling cloth, but not that much, actually. Oop. So let's... I didn't actually even notice what kind of coins I need here. Oop. Just bronze coins. Okay, so I want a shinies bag, and I want a flower pouch. And I think I can just sell the rest of the cloth. There's nothing else that I need it for, this type of cloth. Can I just shift? No, I can't. Okay, so I just have to spam click. Spam click. See how much I get from this. And I did, by the way, on another world. Oh my goodness, my inventory's gonna fill up. On another world, I tested out these contracts. There. Okay, I'm not even gonna be able to fit all of this in my inventory. I need to go to the bank. And of course the bankers are gonna be gone. There is a bank here, right? Right? I tested out those contracts where you can get the NPCs to come and live at your base. And it works fine. You basically, once you have it finalized, you just plop down on the ground where you want the NPC to be, and they will just stay there. So that works out well. I have not tested whether they will despawn like all the others seem to do. That's gonna need a little bit more testing. So I'm really hoping that they don't, but I have a bad feeling that they might. Is there a bank in this town? Is that a bank up there? No, that's not it. Maybe there's not. Maybe I need to go to the other village. Or one of the other villages. The seaside town definitely has everything. I think there's one closer by, though. I think this one has got everything. Yes, this is the one I'm thinking of. I believe they have all the important buildings here. I hope so, because I can't use my waystone again too soon. That's where I can get the contracts, by the way. And again, I'm pretty sure that the important people are probably going to be gone, and I'm going to have to spawn them back in again. Is that the bank down there? Is that the bank down there? I hope so. I really need to exchange these coins. And then we need to go out and just collect flowers, which is going to be fun. Question is this the bank or is this the library? I think the library is bigger than this. I think this is going to be the bank. Yes, this appears to be the bank. And look at that, they're even still here. What are the odds? Hello, banker. I would like to access the bank. No. Teller, you're the one. I would like to access the bank. I just want all the iron coins. Yeah, there we go. Now, has your town got a weaver as well? I need to learn my way around. I need to remember where all these people are. The weaver's house kind of doesn't look like anything special, I think, is a problem. So it's kind of hard to find. If you don't already know exactly where it is. Which I do not. Okay, that's Jam Guy's house. I love that there's a Jam Guy in every town. That's great. Oh, there's the library up there. This town does have everything. If there's a weaver, of course. Hoping there is. I just want to sell the rest of this cloth, basically. So I can see how this would be a little bit tedious if I rely on cloth. Oh, hello, piece of leather. If I rely on cloth as a source of income, it's gonna get real grindy because they just give you bronze coins for it. So maybe I'll have to find something else. I know that the contracts for the Slayer's Guild give you pretty decent money. So... not up here? No weaver up here. Okay, definitely no weaver up here. Back down I go. Sometimes this is just the most tedious thing to do, is to just figure out where all the NPCs I want are. And then spawn them back in if and when they have been despawned. Which does happen quite frequently. Oh, toolsmith. Okay. I know it's not one of the square ones. It's one of the ones with the nice roofs. Actually, this could be it here. Hello, are you the weaver? You are not the weaver. You are just a regular house. I'm glad I can walk over fences. There's the castle built into the monastery. They are just inside each other. Is this the weaver? Yay! I found the weaver. And the weaver's even still here. Check that out. So the NPCs seem to disappear then when they're in loaded chunks. not when they're in unloaded chunks. Very interesting stuff. Truly. What's this? Canvas, merino cloth. Okay. Alright, there we go. Finally got it all. Put away my money. It's good to have lots of bronze coins, I think. And I'm hungry. Eat my mutton. So yeah, it's very confusing because I know they haven't been killed by monsters because I have made sure to sleep away the night every time. So they couldn't have been killed. So they just have to despawn somehow. I don't know. Somebody had suggested to me that maybe it's a question of when they're in unloaded chunks, they end up getting despawned. But I don't think that's it. Does not seem to be it. Because it's the ones that are closest to me, the ones that are in chunks that are loaded all the time because I live there. Those are the ones that are going away. So we're going to walk home. And I'm going to start gathering Botania flowers when I see them. And by the way, I should also show you guys. I decided not to bother with the retrogenning of Thaumcraft because I had only explored this much, which looks like quite a bit, but really, in this pack, it's not. So this has all got Thaumcraft stuff in it, and then I went north and east. I found a snowy biome up here, and I found a whole big continent over here. So all of these have got the Thaumcraft stuff in them. So there's no shortage of that. So there's no real need to worry about retrogenning, which is good. And I have just seen tons of Botania flowers everywhere. Here we go. Purple! Yay! Now I can finally start picking them up. I wasn't picking them up before because they just fill up your inventory. They just fill it right up. So we really don't need too many flowers. And actually, let's go ahead in here. Tiny potato. Functional flora. There's the one. Which one is it? I'll know it when I see it. Jaded amaranthus? Yes, this one will grow new flowers around it. Now, of course, we have to be able to make a root of spraying. Redstone root is easy enough. So we need green, lime, and purple. And whatever we need to make our first generating flowers. And that's really kind of it. We don't actually need all of them because that jaded amaranthus can generate them for us. Good thing to keep in mind. Minimize the trouble we go to. On the other hand, I don't know which flowers I'm going to bump into first, so. And it's so tough in this pack because there's so many flowers. There's the plants. Ooh, didn't see you before. Hello. Hello. Thank you. Oh, yes, I'll take all of this. Thank you very much. I can sell that horse armor for pretty sweet cash money. And I'll just go ahead and... No, I have to be far enough away that I, that I can't open it. Oh, what, is it not gonna... Interesting. Alright, well, I think I can... Do I even have an axe with me? I think I do. I have an axe somewhere. Surely I have an axe. Surely I don't have an axe, guys. Can I just break this? I like these crates. Oh, I can't just break it. Okay, that's fine then. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Alright, actually, guys, you know what? Running low on time already. It's amazing how quickly the time goes by. It really, truly is. But I do want to keep these episodes under 30 minutes whenever possible. Just because, not everybody has a ton of time to watch really, really long videos, and not everybody has the attention span to sit and watch really long videos. So I think I'm probably going to end it here. What I'll be doing between this episode and next episode is... Oh, I've got mail. Apparently I've got mail. I should go check my mailbox back home. I'll be wandering around, collecting Botania flowers, of course. Like these ones. Hey! Get in my bag! Thank you. And I'll probably build a nice room for Botania. I might even start working on the fountain room to go in the center of the building. And I would also like to get started working on the gardens, just so that I have a good source of high-quality food. Which I kind of don't have right now. I'm just kind of eating whatever is handy. But it would be nice to just have, like, stacks of real good stuff. And I also really want to start farming the animals. The Animania stuff, when it works properly, is really fun. But of course, Trouble is it doesn't always work properly. It gets a little bit buggy. Well, I'll work on it. Anyway, yeah. Oh, big frame drop to end the episode with. Thank you very much. I feel like there was one more thing I wanted to say or show you guys, and now I can't remember what it was. So I guess that's gonna be it then. Alright guys, seriously, thanks as always very much for watching. I hope you're still enjoying these videos. I really appreciate every view, every comment, every like, every suggestion, every little bit of help and assistance and support. You guys are just totally amazing. And I can't wait to see you guys in the next video. Bye!